All right, boys. What up? Hold on a sec. Just drinking some coffee. All right. Took a little break. We're back. It's going to be a sub 11 tutorial. Technically a sub 10 tutorial as well, because this route is the route I use to get third place with a 10-10 time. So I guess technically a sub 10, sub 11 tutorial. Anyways, I have the save state tool on and my input display up, so I'm just going to go through and show off all the tricks and explain them. I'm going to skip explaining most of the general movement because all of that is explained in the beginner tutorial I made. This is just more of a here's how to, you know, get a really good time after you've learned the basics. So you start holding left here. Oh, all right. I will be showing off castle skip, puzzle skip, new puzzle skip 2, the rail strats in hot shelter. Ooh, we missed car boost. That's a little cringe. If you're watching this video, you already know how to do all that though, because once again, showed it off in the beginner. So I'm gonna be showing my method for a castle skip because I never learned Nixer's setup for it. It was just a little weird for me. Okay, we're off to a great start. So Nixer comes from over here, I believe. He comes head on and does like this or something. Not sure. You could watch his world record and try and learn it his way if you want. I should check if I'm recording and not streaming. Okay, we're recording. Good, good. So my method is to hammer here at this little section and then to pivot down left on the stick. So like, ooh, I went a little early there. So you want to, when you hammer, you want to come to about anywhere from here to down here, anywhere in this range, and you want to slide off facing this way. So you want to land here, slide off, and then while you're sliding off, you want to hammer the second time, right? So the way I like to think of Amy in this game is that it's best to pretend she's a lot more slippery than she is, and that she has to slide off. So you can't hammer and then pivot instantly off thin stuff like this. You have to slide off of it and then hammer on the air. You basically have a little bit of leeway when you're coming off of any slope, or not slope, off of any like edge to hammer before you hit the ground, or before you just fall off, I guess rather. So I like to think of it as landing about here, sliding off this way, hammer jumping up to the arc, and then doing the same thing off the arc to the blue. So hammering off the arc there is kind of hard to show. It's basically guaranteed once you get the door flip. So once you flip off this door here, if you got the flip right, you just hold, you pivot up, you hold straight up, maybe a little upright so you don't hit. If you go too far here, if you land too far left, you won't actually get up here. You'll like clonk with an invisible wall and fall down. But the arc, you'll get a feel for it. Once you've got that first door flip down, the arc should come naturally with it. Here, you just jump right or left and pivot. So here's what it looks like if you just try and jump right and not pivot. If you just hammer, jump, holding that direction and not pivot, you won't go up. There's an invisible wall you gotta get across. So you just hammer, pivot, and then land up here. And now I'll show you the two different ways to do it. If you're beginner, I recommend you do this. My method when I was just starting was to angle my camera facing towards her, hammer towards the camera, jump up here, And then bada bing, bada boom, baby. Let's go. Okay, so how I did that is start here, camera facing towards Amy, hammer towards the camera, but pivot up, and then so hammer down, pivot up. You'll land around here. It doesn't matter where you land. What matters is that you hold forward, jump, and you want to land as close out of this second jump to this corner as you can. So when you pivot and you land up here, you want to run a little bit before you jump and then jump so you land here. Because despite it looking like you can easily get up to that cliff, I'll show you what happens if you just try and do it without the speed. You can't quite get up. So the way we're able to get up is we use the speed coming directly out of the second jump to give us more height. So pivot down, run a little bit, jump, and then pivot left. Basically the last jump, this, when you're on here, you want to be holding straight forward, jump, and then right when you hit the edge is when you pivot off. So come down, come up, jump, pivot off. And the way I'm landing on the fence there is right at the apex of my jump, I flick right, very slightly. You should be able to see it on the input display. You will miss this trick a lot. I recommend using the save state tool. It is this is the hardest trick in the run by far. I'll show you a few ways you can screw it up too. So if you hit the wall, right? If you hammer jump too late is better than too early. So if you hit the wall, it's fine. You just reset. So if you come here and you hit the wall like this, you just come back. You can come back to just here, run a bit, and then jump and do it. But that usually messes up your kind of muscle memory. So I recommend just falling back down to that other roof and then trying again. If you go too early, it's much worse. So if you're like here, you go early, like you're never gonna make it, but it looks like you might, so you'll probably end up committing. If you go early though, you should swing back. If you hammer any time before right here, you should go back. You will not make it. It's a very precise trick. So hammer down, up, jump, and then flick right. You can see on the input display. And then once you're up here, you hold upright the whole time. You don't stop moving up here or you'll fall off. And then you just kind of slow walk into this corner. And once you're in this corner, you can't fall off. All you do here is hold right and jump, and it'll just push you through. It's as simple as that. Now I'll come back down here. There we go. Now, the method you do once you get a feel for it, and you will eventually, even if it doesn't seem like it, is... let's see if I can just fall back down on this purple roof quick. Okay. So, you can also just hold R while you're jumping up and not do any setup at all. And it's much faster to do that, but you have to be very confident in your ability to perform the trick. So you just hold R the whole time, camera rotates. I'm gonna move on now. I can make a specific tutorial for Castle Skip as well, and if you have any questions, of course, ask in the description and I will answer it as best I can. Moving on though, it's pretty easy here. Just jump down as always. Ooh. Like I said, I'm not going to be 100% consistent at everything. I have not really grinded Amy since I got that time. God, I'd love to show off Hedgehog Hammer Skip, but it's just not in the cards. This is all self-explanatory. You just talk to this monitor after you've completed the score, so you can move. Reason we do this is so we can hit this to call. With that to call gone, we can just hold right and jump out of this cutscene and not hit her. So elevator and door I get covered in beginner tutorial. I also have an elevator skip tutorial if you want to go watch that. Here, lots of people struggle. This is just a single jump. You just jump. That's all it is. Here, drop down. Okay, I wanna show this. This is a small optimization that I don't see a lot of new people doing. Oh, I can't get back up there. Okay, basically from that door though, don't jump, just walk out so you land on that second step and then run around like that. It's a minor optimization. I'm gonna show off the rail strats here. So I pointed out to Refrag something I noticed in Hot Shelter with these rails, and then he did a little bit of lab work with me and we discovered you can kind of ride them up and into this vent. So basically, and I may not get this, but you want to just jump close to the, yeah, see, I almost had it there. You want to jump right before you hit these rails like that, and then just, you can ride them directly into the vent. I go left side because it's consistent. Jump out of the vent there. This one, ooh, barely missed. This one, you want to be able to maintain your run. So the ideal way to do this is to do it really close to the rail, holding straight up, and then sliding left off it at the top. I haven't done this trick in a while though, so it's a little bit rough. It'd be nice if this zero also wasn't here. I think I'm just going too early. Yeah, there we go. And then you get in here, hopefully with your full run. Come in here, jump in here, neutral stick, start holding up. Don't press the camera buttons at all there. Land on this top one so you can flip right up. Come over here, hammer off. All this stuff, once again, is in the beginner tutorial, so it's pretty basic here. Here you hit the button, and then when it's rotating this way, jump up on the fence, run down, hammer left. Oop, I did that a little early, still good. I was gonna show off the new technique there, but I'm actually not consistent at it, so, and I don't do it in my run. Here, the classic puzzle skip one, I have a tutorial for this as well. Quick refresher though, you just put this block lined up with this corner. Put this block, making a kind of a triangle shape in the top right. You hop in, hold up left. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. Let's go. I'm gonna show off the new setup for Puzzle Skip 2 that I discovered. So this is the one I do in runs because it's really consistent. You come over here, you do this hammer flip up. You can bounce off this little green thing to land on this girder, right? You can hammer jump off of it, and then all you do is jump to this girder, and then, oh, oops, sorry, I accidentally hit the button. I was unintentionally doing swag strats there by accident. I'll just show it off. So you come up here, hammer jump up. Oop, I went early. Hammer jump up. Jump off this girder, jump, hold forward, and then you hold right. So you hold forward till you're past this little invisible wall that exists here, kind of. Okay, that's a little sloppy. So you can see that this is 3D. You can stand on this little slope. So you just come in with some speed from that, jump up, jump, holding forward, upright, and then you can just arc in. There is some swag strats that are a little bit quicker in that section, but they're not as consistent, so I wouldn't go for it. I want to show one of them off because it's kind of cool. Not even necessarily faster, honestly. Oh, okay, I missed it. You can get this crazy slide off wall run on the air to clip through, and it looks swag, but yeah, it's not consistent, so I wouldn't go for it. But yeah, jump up, jump to girder 2, jump forward, upright, and then you just hop in here. I personally, I'm not gonna advise you do it because it's stupid, but and then yeah, you just jump through and hit it. Like I said, most of those tricks are pretty self-explanatory. This is more so a guide just so you can watch the input display. Like, this is just for people who are looking to crack that top 5 time. But still, figure this tutorial would help because that All Stories $3,000 thing is coming up. And, I mean, it probably will be Nixer who gets the $3,000 because it's Nixer. Perhaps I should have hammer flipped up that hill. I actually don't know. Jungle movement still pretty easy. At this point, like as a beginner, it's not. But if you're watching this, then you're probably not a beginner. So there's a lot more leeway on that rock than people think. I've noticed people try to be very precise there, but you actually don't have to be that precise. You just have to jump by the tree and you're good. This entire section is pretty self-explanatory. I know most people don't even watch this level in the tutorial, but there's a few things like this hammer here actually is faster to do. Hammering into that slope. There is a major skip in this level, but it's literally the hardest trick in the game, and I've never even gotten close to getting it once, so I'm not going to show it off. Nixer himself says it's insanely hard, so I'll attempt once to show off elevator swag. Okay, I missed it. Oh, we game overed. That's a bit rookie. Let's see if we can just land back in here. Where are we? Okay, we're back here. Yeah, so there is a swag strat you can do. I missed it. I wouldn't go for it because it essentially kills your run for no time save. It just looks cool. I want to go for it again, but I won't. I don't want to waste your time. But yeah, basically, right before the elevator lands, you can just duck under here and then flip on top of it. Literally saves minuscule time, but it looks super cool. But yeah, this level doesn't really have much to say for it. It's just you just come to the end and hope, really. I have done everything possible to try and figure out a way to make this consistent, but it just isn't. This is pure RNG. There's nothing we can do. Even if you clip out of bounds, there's nothing. This area exists 30,000 feet above the level. You get teleported here when it's the correct RNG. So there's not even a way to clip out and clip in. Okay, that's unfortunate. A lot of your runs are going to die to final leg because it's pure chance. You pick between 5 doors and you hope you just guess correctly, so Again, jungle movement on the way back. Pretty simple. Amy gets speed, horizontal speed, if she hammers off a slope. That's why I hammer off that slope there. It's just a little bit faster. Oh, that was a little sloppy. So for this, you come about this angle, keep holding forward. Like I said, imagine she's slippery. So imagine you have to keep holding the direction you started your jump in if you want to get another jump. That's basically the way I see it. I'm going to show off quick hits for 0 too, because I don't show them off in my tutorial. My beginner tutorial, that is. As always, I'm kind of rushing through stuff here because this is more of an advanced guide to just see, like, what I do, you know? I'm going to screw these up almost definitely a couple times because I have not done quick hits in a while. But you start the fight, come to the left of him, hit him into a fence. That might be close enough. It's not. So the way quick hits work is after he hits the fence and he bounces, before his brain shows, you can actually hit him instantly. And if you hit him close enough to the fence, when he jumps, you can instantly stun him again. So I'll try and show it off once. That might be close enough. So, yeah, basically, it's just perfect timing. You hit him as soon as he bounces off the fence, like, as soon as he bounces. And then once he jumps, you jump, hit him at the top of his jump, he'll get shocked, bounce, hit him as soon as he bounces again, and then just repeat it multiple times. It's very tough, honestly, to get perfect, but if you just grind it, which you can if you go into sub games and pick boss on Amy, it's only 0. So you can practice it pretty easy. But yeah, that's it. That's the tutorial. Cool. Write in the comments if you have any questions. I'll drop our Discord link too so you can come in and ask. Yeah, I hope this was helpful. Awesome.